So we're back again for another Stitcher review, and this time is the amazing Harley Quinn. Prime 1 Studios, based from the Arkham Knight series game, and basically it's a whole series from Prime 1. A whole series of the Stitchers from Prime 1. So yeah, here. Before we start, basically, as always, we start with a bit of a background. So her original name was not Harley Quinn, it's actually Harleen Quinzel, Dr. Harleen Quinzel. So as you know, I think most of you already, that she fell in love with the Joker when she was trying to rehabilitate Joker. It ended up that she became mad, and basically she fell in love with the Joker, helped Joker escape from Arkham Asylum, and then yeah, so until she became this Harley Quinn persona. So basically like another jester that Joker's, let's say, she became like a project of the Joker. Sometimes the Joker make fun of her, treat her badly, but in the end she still loves the Joker, and the Joker also still, I guess, loves her companionship. So basically like that. So I'm not really sure where is her first appearance. Basically I saw her when the animated series Batman, and yeah. Anyway, so let's go to the piece itself. So let's start from the base. The base is actually resembles the same as the other Arkham Knight series or Arkham series of statues from Prime 1. So this one is no different, and it has a very good texture of the base. These two faces, so it's a bit, the other one is sad but it's still smiling, and the other one is fully smiling. And then there's also some graffitis, and the exclusive part actually is in the base, which is this dolls, and it's actually quite good. There's disadvantage and advantage. Like for example, when you want to move the piece, you have to be careful with these small pieces because they're not attached. So basically you can just move them around, so that's why you have to be a bit careful. But amazingly, these pieces are quite strong. I think I bumped them so many times they didn't really break, so it's actually pretty good. So in part of the base also is actually this piece. I do not know what's in here, but basically I guess it's the one that is used from the graffiti. And yeah, so going up top, so as you can see here, there's this let's say music box, or I do not know what's this called, but it's actually will be placed in the hand with the other switch out, which you will see later. And then basically, yeah, you can put it there, and then it's also magnetized. And the boots are practically very good. It has a very good detail. It has some stitches, and then the lace, you just have to be careful. They are, I'm not sure what material they are, but it's a bit delicate in the tip most, where it connects to the boots, because it's somehow like it will move, but I'm not sure how strong it is. But you just have to be careful. But the boots itself is very good. There's very good discoloration kind of stuff around, and also in the back you can see all over this metallic beads. I don't know what they are, but it's very good contrast to the boots itself with the red and the black. And going up, and there's not much actually in the legs, but it has a very good color. There's some black tints or shades in here, and also in the light in the other side. It's actually quite good. I'm not sure it's really black, but I think it's a bit how would say, it's a bit bluish, dark bluish black or something, or black with a blue tint, or blue or with a dark tint. So it's actually quite good. And there's also again this somehow, like, I'm not really sure what they're called, maybe they're beads or something, the metallic ones. And then it's actually very nice, and like it's really contrasting to the um, to the color of her legs. So basically this is one part. I mean, this is one piece, the legs, and it's not one whole piece with the body, so it's separated from this side in here. So I'm not sure why they did that. Maybe because of that, for the mixed media for the skirt. But I would have preferred it as a one piece. But anyway, she looks very good. And going up, she has this in the torso part. It's actually very good detail. Very nice. I'm not sure there's really much yeah, there's some weathering in this side, in this part, which is actually very good. In the hands, the skin tone is actually quite good. Not as good as the Batman though, wherein it has really some very realistic skin tone, but this one is actually quite good as well. There's a bit of a reddish, I guess. I'm not sure what they are, but yeah, maybe some overspray. I don't think so. I'm not sure, but because normally it has some red feel here, so maybe, I'm not sure, but it does really look good. Her boobs looks really good. As you can see at the back, you would see that there's much detail as well in the back. And then there is the straps around. It has a very good weathering as well. I'm not sure. I do like that there's some discoloration. I'm not sure with some of those if it's an overspray or something, but I like that. Even the one near her, let's say a strap in her neck, it's actually quite good. I like the discoloration. Normally I like the weathering. And basically the arms are quite nice. I like the cloth here, how it's wrinkled up. It's actually very good. The straps as well in her arm. This one, I'm not sure how it's called, but like arm guard, I guess. It's actually quite good. So the arms have how would say they have four arms. So two left arms and two right arms. So no, there's actually only three right arms, I guess. Only this one. And basically the other one is like you will see that she's just holding also in her hips. And then there's this one with a bat, and also there's another one which can hold the jester box, or I guess. So yeah, it's a very good combination for the piece as well. And going up is the head. The head I really like. As you can see, this one, it actually has some texture if you feel it, so you feel like there's really some paint, and then it's not really all white. There's some part of it which has discoloration. Very nice coloring of the lips, very good. The eyes as well is very nice, as you can see. It's very good. And then the hair strands are perfect. I really like the hair strands and how they discolored some of her hair, and the strands are really amazing. I just wish that this part they would have like spread out a bit, I guess. I'm not sure, but the strands are really amazing. So yeah, so that's some things that you have to be careful though with the head is when the magnets are very strong, so be careful. When you connect, they really like sometimes they snap right away here, so be careful. And then normally it gives somehow like a red scratch, I guess, near, but you cannot see it. It's actually at the bottom, so just be careful. The magnets are very strong. So that's it for the piece itself. It's actually pretty good. I like pieces like that are like this, which are just standing, not that much like action pose. I am not really that particular with the pose, but this one yeah, it's typical Prime 1 Studio 1/3 scale. So going for the rating, basically the piece itself, the paint job is amazing. As I've said, there's very good discoloration, not that much with weathering. I'm not sure about the straps, it has some weathering. Even the bat itself has some weathering here, which is very good. And yeah, and then you can also see the bat, let's say, I think it was hit by, I'm not sure, by a gun or something. So it's actually pretty good. The base itself, the color is really good. Everything is, for me, is somehow almost perfect. It's just that sometimes there's, like I said, there's some overspray or something in somewhere. I'm not really sure. Like I said, an overspray, because I do like some discoloration. Like for example, in her boobs, if you have red straps in your boobs near your, I mean, in your skin, sometimes it it somehow gets, the color sticks to your skin somehow, sometimes if the material is bad, but that's why it's actually quite good. And for, yeah, like I said, the how it's painted is pretty amazing for me, so I would say it's the paint as 4.8 out of 5. For the sculpt, there's not much texture, especially this part. It's plain gloss, but I would have wanted to have more texture here in the body, in the torso part, and then added something in the straps, but I don't know, maybe that's the design of the game itself. But sculpt wise, I really like the detail, the small details, and like I said, especially the hair strands and the face. The face is actually pretty amazing. All the 3 faces are pretty amazing. So like I said, there's not much texture, but they're really good. The base also is very good as well. It's basically the same as the basis of all other Prime 1 Arkham series statues. So yeah, for me, I would give the sculpt 4.5 out of 5, just because there's not much texture, but wrinkles, it really has a very good details, like small details as well. So that's why for the design, for the overall design, it's basically for me 4.3. As always, Prime 1 is very simple pose. I'm not against it, but it's actually pretty good. And yeah, but what I do, I'm afraid for this stage, for this design, is how they connected the leg. For me, it's a bit small when you connect the legs here, and then when you move, it's a bit scary for me to like move there, especially adding the separation of the 2 pieces of the body and the legs. So it adds a bit delicacy, or delicate, makes it more delicate for this piece to be moved. And especially for the exclusive, you have to be careful to move them first, get them when you move. Also this one, and also this one, basically this one also has a magnet, so those are the things that you have to be careful. So for me, what made this a bit 4.3 would be much more when you assemble this piece and when you move. So the design is not for me that good or yet in terms of those unseen things for the statue. But what I also do like are the switch outs, which are very amazing, very nice, very well thought of. And also the mixed media, I really like this mixed media. And then especially the heads are very amazing. As you can see in the pictures, they look really good. I really love those faces. So for the X factor, I would say if you collect the Arkham series, this is a must, I guess. For me, it is a must, and she's Harley Quinn, and I'm also planning to get the Joker as well. So those two should always go together. and she also looks stunning. For the no factor, as I mentioned, she's not really the main villain, but yeah, some can easily pass on this one, but I guess for me, I would say she's a must. But for the no factor, like I said, is the how fragile she is when you move. So just be careful. It's because some you might not know when you buy the piece, you might not know that, but I'm not sure for most collectors how they rearrange from time to time their pieces. So yeah, just something to think about as well. And like I said, she's not a main villain, she's the supportive villain, I guess, but she's very popular. Supporting cast, I mean, for the main villain, but like I said, she is very popular, one of the favorite villains, actually. So, I guess this is, yeah, the Prime 1 Studio, Harley Quinn, exclusive actually. And yeah, I hope you enjoy, and see you for the next review. I hope you watch the next review. Thank you.